Now then, let's take a much closer look at the Delta Belay Jacket. It's the K-Series Delta Belay here, and this sample I've got here is an extra small size. PhD, of course, make to order. We build every single item that we make is made individually to order for our clients. And because we make to order, it allows us to make a lot of bespoke kit, and we offer custom sizing. So the first thing just to say about this is you can adjust. We do sizes extra small. This one's an extra small. We do extra small, small, medium, large and extra large, and then if you want custom sizing on top of that, we can do that. So if you want to adjust the length of the body or the length of the sleeve, either make the sleeves longer or make the sleeves shorter and the body longer or shorter, we can do that for you. So when you look on the product page, the Delta Belay product page, have a look hit the tab that says custom size. So when that drop down menu appears on the custom size tab, you can see this the option of adjusting the length of the sleeves and the length of the body to get it just right to fit you perfect. Now, this is the Delta Belay Jacket. It's a down-filled belay jacket. A lot of our belay jackets are synthetic filled. They're filled with primer loft like this one. This is the Beta Belay jacket, and with a range of synthetic filled belay jackets, but this one is a down-filled belay jacket. It was originally designed for use in really cold ice climbing and mountaineering conditions, mixed mountaineering conditions in places like Patagonia. But it's found favour actually now with ice climbers the world over, and also found favour with people mountaineering in places like the Alps, and also for trekkers going up to Everest Base Camp and 6,000 metre mountaineering, 6,000 metre peaks, mountaineering at that sort of level. It's a downfill garment, and the typical operating temperature of this piece is -20. And one of the real attractions of it is, for mountaineers particularly, one of the attractions is, and trekkers of course, the attraction is that it's extremely light. It's a very, very lightweight piece of kit, and that's achieved by using 1000 fillpower down. It's filled with 1000 fillpower down. That's the highest quality down in the world. When we talk about fillpower, it's as a measure of quality. What it's doing is it measures what you get, how much loft is generated from a given weight of down. Right, let's just run through the details. I'll run through the materials just to give you some details of why they've been chosen. The outer fabric is Ultrashell. Ultrashell is PhD's water resistant fabric. It's got two proofings, DWR coating on the outer, and then a permanent sprayed on coating on the inner, and that's a waterproof breathable coating that cannot be rubbed off by the down. The down is touching that side of the fabric, and it's not abrasive. It doesn't rub off that coating, so it's a very, very effective coating. Why does it matter? Well, Ultrashell is there to protect the down and protect it from condensation drips from inside a tent or inside a snow hole, those sorts of situations, or indeed even if you just spill water on it. But of course it's also very effective in damp, drizzle, cold, wet snow that has got this nature of wetting out your gear. Then the Ultrashell is doing a very good job at protecting the down inside. Looking at the inside of the jacket, it's made out of 10X, PhD's 10X fabric, very lightweight fabric, downproof, windproof of course, but the idea, it's a very, very lightweight fabric, and the idea there is that it allows the down to loft in towards your body. What we're looking for is the down to drape closely around your own body shape, and that gives you the most insulation you can get. So a lightweight fabric to release the down and let it loft and get close to your body. So 10X on the inner. Let's just have it on the down, of course. The down is 1000 fillpower down, 100% pure goose. It's not a mixture of goose and duck, or it's not duck down. It's 100% pure goose. Very, very high quality down, and that helps us achieve these amazing weights, incredibly warm gear at a very, very low weight. Now then, let's just take a closer look at the specification of the jacket. Belay jackets are designed primarily to perform to create a real fortress around you, to give you really good coverage in a functional situation. When you're stood on a ledge, belaying your partner, either leading or seconding, you are really needing to concentrate on the climber and holding the ropes and belaying effectively. That means that you can't walk around to get warm, you can't jump about, do star jumps or something to get warm. You really are fixed into a very cold scenario there, quite vulnerable actually, in quite nasty conditions. And that comes into the design details of the jacket. It's designed to really create this fortress-like piece of gear to wear while you're belaying. The jacket is long, of course. It comes down onto the hips, so it really protects the lumbar and prevents any cold air getting in around the back of your waist. It's got a drop tail hem. We've got a long piece of design here, and the other long detail here, the other design here is that it's got a grown-on hood, and the zip comes a long way up the front of that hood. It's designed to come up just below the nose, so you can really seal in the warmth around your face and really protect your face. The hood, of course, is a helmet-sized hood. It's big enough for a helmet. It's very generously filled with down, very, very warm hood. It's big enough to hold a helmet. It's got a wired peak around the front of it. It's got volume reducers at the face, so you can really cinch it down one side or the other to really protect you and keep the wind out of whichever direction it's coming from. And then the back of the hood we've got a volume reducer on the back. So it's a very effective hood, incredibly protective, very, very warm, and designed to work with you while you're belaying. Let's just have a look at the back of the jacket. It's got a clip loop on it. That is because this is the original concept of the belaying jackets was one jacket for two people. The climber didn't wear it, the climber doesn't wear it, the belayer wears it, and then when you swap over and the leader becomes a belayer, as he cools down, your second comes up to you, then hands over the jacket. He's warmed up, he leads on the next pitch, he doesn't need it, then he's hot, and the belayer has cooled down and really needs it. So the idea was to really save weight. It's a weight saving concept. One jacket for two people, and it goes over everything you wear, so the belayer puts it on over everything else. Nowadays, of course, a lot of people use a belay jacket individually. One person has the belay jacket and uses it all day and keeps it on. Of course, a belay jacket therefore can be used over the top of everything and over the top of the harness. I'll have a look at that in a minute on the zip design. Or it can be used underneath your harness and the harness over the top of it. Again, that affects the design. Let's just have a look at the features. Just looking at the zips, we've got Waikiki AquaGuard zips on the front to keep out dampness, and the same on the pockets. Waikiki AquaGuard hand warmer pockets down at waist level. Now, hand warmer pockets are their main job is to give you warmth to your hands. If your hands have cooled down or your gloves aren't cutting it, you really need to get your hands warm again. Then you can put your hands in these pockets, and they're hand warmer pockets. And by that I mean that your hand goes in under the down of the jacket. So when I open that up, my hand is going under the down, it's gone to the inside. You can just see it, there's the pocket bag there, or the pocket bag's just inside there. So the hand has gone into the jacket, and that makes it a very warm place. Hand warmer pockets at waist level, and then another pocket on the chest. Now this pocket is very, very useful if you are wearing a harness over your jacket or the hip belt, if you've got a hip belt on your sack, and it's blanking off or covering those lower pockets. This pocket here is fantastic for accessing. It's quite large. It's from here to here. It covers that area there, and it goes down to there. So it's that sort of area there. I'll trace it out with my fingers. Quite a large pocket, big enough for mitts and gloves, bits of food, bits of snacks and things like that, but particularly useful for GPS or something like that. Anything with a battery in it where you're trying to keep the battery warm, then that is an insulated pocket. It goes into the jacket. The pocket bag is under the down, and that means that your body heat keeps that pocket very warm. So a pocket that's kept warm but accessible easily on your chest. Handy pocket. Let's just have a look at the other details. It's got a drop tail hem around the bottom. It's got cord locks to cinch in the hem of the jacket to keep out the cold. We've got adjustable Velcro tabs on the cuffs. That's simply because when you start to wear heavier gloves and mitts, it's useful to have a Velcro tab, so you can really, I'll show you on this one, you can really cinch down the cuff, so you can put your hand inside and the sleeve inside your mitts or your gloves, or you can go the other way and have your mitts and gloves inside your sleeve, and then the Velcro tab locks it down on top of the mitts. So Velcro mitts at the cuffs, and then this, as I say, grown on hood with this very high neck part, which really brings a lot of downer right around the face, brings it right up really to your mouth or over your mouth, so to give you a real snuggle position, but a snuggle down type of hood. But the concept there, the idea there, is that it really protects you in nasty conditions that you're stuck in. You're tied onto the rope, you're tied onto the rock face or the ice, you can't move around, so you are quite vulnerable. So this very protective fortress nature of that grown on hood is superb. I'll just show you the inside of the belay jacket. So you can see there those panels of down, lightweight PhD's 10X fabric. It's a very, very light fabric, and that allows the down to loft closer to you, come in towards you and drape close towards your body. Fantastic piece of kit, very, very warm, really nice to wear when I use these when I'm ice climbing. I absolutely love them, really protective in really cold conditions. Okay, so that is a closer look at PhD's Delta Belay K-Series Belay Jacket. All right, cheers.